Alexander Zverev will play for his second straight Citi Open title Sunday. MAROVICH, EPA-EFE, Shutterstock. Alexander Zverev made a one-year age difference look like 10 on Saturday afternoon at the Citi Open. The 21-year-old defending champion dispatched Stefanos Tsitsipas, an on-the-rise Greek player who turns 20 next week, with a 6-2, 6-4 win under sunny skies in the first men's semifinal of the day at Rock Creek Park Tennis Center. It was Zverev's 40th match win of the year, which is the most on the ATP Tour this season, and puts him in his fifth final of 2018. On Sunday, against either Alex de Minaur or his friend since childhood Andrei Rublev, he will try to become the Citi Open's first back-to-back champion since Juan Martín del Potro won in 2008 and 2009. Zverev, the season champion, had wisdom on his side Saturday. He will have the same advantage Sunday, as de Minaur's 19 with no ATP titles to his name, compared to Zverev's 8, and Rublev is 20, with one career trophy so far. This weekend in Washington marked the first time on the ATP Tour since 1995 that all four semi-finalists were 21 or younger. The last time two teenagers made it to the semi-finals of an event was in 2007, when Novak Djokovic and Andy Murray did so in Miami. But the German wunderkind born to Russian parents stands above his peers. Zverev said earlier this week that he no longer thinks of himself as part of tennis's so-called next generation, which is how the ATP brands the group of young upstarts that includes players such as Denis Shapovalov, Frances Tiafoe and Zverev's three fellow semi-finalists in Washington. None of those players has broken through the way Zverev has. He sits at no. 3 in the world rankings, a distinction he has held since April, and has proved he can play with opponents well beyond his years. Last year was all just the beginning, Zverev said Saturday. This year I'm proving that I'm actually at this level, that I'm playing pretty consistent. He looked far more comfortable than Tsitsipas, who is set to move from no. 32 into the top 30 for the first time in his career Monday. Zverev's big advantage Saturday was not just his cracking serve but his level of comfort in the moment. The number 1 seed tried to rush Tsitsipas from the outset and successfully pushed the Greek to play defense. Tsitsipas looked shell-shocked during the first set. His footwork was slow, and he couldn't put enough pace on his shots or place them well. At one point, he sat down during a changeover and repeatedly hit himself hard in the head with the heel of his palm. He sounded young when he spoke in front of the media about the shame he felt after the outburst. "I got very pissed with myself because it seemed like I couldn't control the match. He had full control. All the heat inside of me and all this pressure just came out, and it shouldn't happen," Tsitsipas said. "That's not the behavior of a top professional tennis player. I regret that I did this on the court. I feel bad about myself. Next time, I should be more mature. I overdid things." With youth comes a distinctly lively match, and an appreciative crowd on Stadium Court got to see moments of physical spectacle and humor, too. At 4-4 in the second set, Zverev sliced a backhand short and Tsitsipas flung his body onto the hard court to send a lunging backhand volley back out of Zverev's reach as fans leapt to their feet. "It wasn't a difficult shot," Tsitsipas said with a shrug. "The only crazy thing you have to do is decide to jump." There was no momentary loss of control for Zverev on Saturday. He is a crowd favorite in Washington and has been at ease both on court and in front of the media all week. He spit back witticisms when asked how he feels being the only adult left in the tournament. "I'm the only one who's allowed to buy a drink here in the US, right?" And when a reporter asked what it's like being a role model, Zverev blinked before quipping, "Am I a role model for you? Well, you can grow a full beard and I can't, so." That comfort will serve him well in Sunday's final, and as he prepares for the U.S. Open later this month, where he will be looking to advance past the quarter-finals of a Grand Slam for the first time in his career. It's seemingly the only breakthrough that has eluded Zverev so far, unless he is talking monetarily. Zverev said his tennis fortune isn't yet big enough to buy himself the thing he really wants, an apartment in Monaco. For now he sticks with spending his money on toys for his beloved family dog Lavik and gadgets such as an electric skateboard for his 31-year-old brother, Misha. "Brother's a little kid," Zverev said. "He still needs some toys as well." Two-time Grand Slam singles champion Svetlana Kuznetsova advanced to the final of the women's draw by defeating Andrea Petkovic, 6-2, 6-2. Kuznetsova, the 2014 Citi Open champion, has won 17 WTA singles titles, but the 33-year-old had wrist surgery last November and returned to play in March. Kuznetsova will face either Sisai Jung or Donna Vekic on Sunday night. Petkovic was making her third appearance at the Citi Open. She also lost in the semifinals last year and lost in the final in 2013. Emily Giambalvo